boy gun for my husband's rehab.
This is 1A from WAMU and NPR.
He's gonna ride a bike. It's kinda cloudy because it's raining.
Nice day if you're a duck.
Huh?
It's a nice day if you're a duck.
It's a nice day, said, if you're a duck, because you got
Wet.
Thanks for listening.
you got wet and you can swim at the river and at the lake. Oh, I missed this duck. I missed the duck next to the big boy.
Until July 23rd. This event features the works of Gene Butterfield, Terry Bardo, Mary Rohr, Ian Williams, and Chris Rucher.
Oh,
Rumble.
Rumble.
Higher Art Gallery in
Rumble
Traverse City has
strips.
installed a solar exhibit titled Carry the Fire. That's a solar exhibit featuring 9 works by painter Mark Gleason.
Driving in one hand.
Circle of Arts has launched the Summer Salon exhibit.
Will you move in?
Yeah, I did.
Details can be found at charlottesway.com. You can browse these events and more by visiting iprnews.org and then clicking the online tab in the upper right-hand corner. You're welcome to submit information.
It's super dark.
This is Interlocking Public Radio.
Supposed to rain all day.
Michigan. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Rain all day. We are at the country road. Country road.
Take me home.
Take me home.
Where I belong.
Where I belong. Country road.
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Country road.
Finance, HR, and planning systems
Country
for changing
road.
world.
Take me
Angie's
home.
list is now Angie.
La la la.
Find the right
La
price
la
for
la.
home improvement projects.
La la
Homeowners can read
la.
reviews, see upfront pricing
La
for
la
hundreds
la.
of projects, and book appointments
Country
at
road.
Angie.com.
Country road.
I'm
Take
Jen
me
White.
home.
This is 1A.
La
The
la
Daily Trade has over
la.
380 acting credits to
Like
his name. From the hero of the Machete series.
Country road.
I know your every need,
Take me home.
even before you do.
I can't memorize the lyrics. Show you how dark it is. Like Virginia.
Now today I found a way to work smart instead of working hard. And my father was obsessed with having a pickup truck and a Cadillac and a home. And my mother was obsessed with whatever my father told her to do. So
Was it just about, when I think about the way you write about your relationship with your Uncle Wilbert, you had a lot of admiration for him, but it also seems like you got something from him emotionally that you weren't getting from other people in your life. What was that thing you were getting from him?
I think my Uncle Gilbert was the only person that ever said, "Hey, I love you, dude." You know what I mean? And because my dad was how do you say it? The word machismo. If you look at the word machismo in the Spanish dictionary, there's a picture of my father. You know, he was just, it was all muscle. I mean, he was all man and construction worker, and even some of my friends, he'd tell them, "I'll beat you to death." You know what I mean? And he was just this guy that everybody got out of his way, and
And the beat goes so fast.
I had a secret
thought
with
it's
my
gonna
mother that I told my dad,
Turn.
and he didn't want to believe it.
No, I have the lights on outside. They
So
see me,
we had this distance with us all the
or they
time.
should.
You know, we had that. You know when somebody tells you something. and
Pasahero
you
lang
don't
ako ang
believe it,
ngayon.
but every time you see them, you
Pasahero.
think about it.
Hindi ako nagmamaniho.
Yeah.
With your uncle. That's a lot for a kid to hear.
Basta siya,
And
basta kasama ko siya ba, maganda lang pakiramdam. Siya yung nagmamaniho, hindi ako.
Your mother eventually
Mabuti nga,
was forced out of the home. How do you think carrying that as a child shaped the way you thought about life and relationships?
It's so funny when I wrote this book, you know, I wrote it. Me and Donald Lowe was a beautiful, beautiful man, just unbelievable. And we became friends. We've been friends for 35 years, and he was finally somebody I could trust, and we started writing it, and we wrote it. And after we were like done with a couple of chapters, I let Maeve, my children's mother, read it. Now, me and her haven't been together for 40 years, but we're still together. You know what I mean?
ang dilim, ang dilim. Ang dilim pero naka-sunglasses.
None of that, but
Got a brand new sunglasses.
Brand new sunglasses.
That was a song, wasn't it?
I let her read it.
Yesterday I got this over there, Sheboygan. So I have extra. Last time when I think it was with me. I was with someone, with Jackie, and then I broke my sunglasses, and the following day I really need sunglasses and I don't have one. So this time I buy some extra from my other new one.
Those months they'll have apples.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the September, October
What's
too.
the new one? All the red, they have them early.
She says, hello, I'm here, remember me? And so we actually laughed about it. And so when I got to start writing about that, about, you know, my mom's
Almost there.
and my secret, my dad waking me up and making me say that I lied.
People can't do voting because of
And then like
dark
3 months
weather.
later, my mother actually
Tomorrow is gonna rain too?
asking me, why
Supposed
did you
to.
lie?
The 59 degrees.
Me saying, because I'm bad.
Yesterday it was
50 degrees
84.
degrees today.
Oprah, and I used to love Oprah. And when I said that, I can't even stand the smell of it.
Because she was giving you fried
Buti
okra.
nga umulan kasi masyadong mainit. Ang init-init katulad ng Pilipinas.
Yeah, we got to do that all the time now.
Now I'm okay. I can eat Oprah. But there was a
Ulan minsan.
gotta smell
Pero
it.
summer dito sa amin.
You were
Sobrang init. Pero gusto nilang init
heroin for the
kasi
it was something you saw your
nagtataning
uncle do,
sila.
Or
And
next to
mailman.
the
I say that you realized
next
it
to
was
the
a way for
water.
him to check
Katulad ng
out
anak kong
when
babae.
things got hot.
So surprise ako kasi
And it's like,
magtataning
when I
daw
saw
siya.
him- When I saw
Naku,
him nodding in front of my grandfather,
Naku,
yelling at us, and I
dark
was,
na masyado. Si
he-
Tan na siya, nagtataning pa ulit.
I know he's
MDOT,
gonna hit me, so
Michigan
I'm
Department of
crawling up,
Transportation.
pinching
That
my
one?
cheeks so I won't.
Tataning siya.
They're
Kasi
probably
shock ako.
looking at the road,
And I
needs
look over,
repair or
Gilbert's
something.
nodding, and here's
Shock
a
ako
man,
sa tabi ng tubig kasi nagpapa-spray ng tanning spray.
you know,
Naku,
when my grandfather
ko.
got mad, he looked like a dragon. You know?
hindi naman dadagdag masyado. Ang ganda na nga ng skin niya. Gusto nila kasi ano, brownish. Brown.
County truck there.
And I want to be like this guy. And
Brown,
when I
brown
saw
daw.
what made him that way, I knew I wanted that. And I threatened to tell on him if he didn't get it. So
Alala ko pa yun sa Pilipinas. Bumibili pa ako ng sabon na pamputi at dala-dala ko pa dito sa Amerika, nakatuwa. Ginamit ko na lang. Effect naman, pero babalik din tayo sa pagka-brown. At saan tayo pupunta? Kasi kahit saan ako maglalakad, medyo may tumitingin sa iyo. Parang titingnan ka ba yun? Siguro sa balat mo. Proud ka na lang din. Sa balat na brown. Malapit-lapit na kami. Lapit-lapit na.
I did a movie called Heat. And Michael Mann was
Grabe
great.
ka ulan.
My uncle's from Folsom. Michael Mann did a movie in Folsom called The Jericho Mile. And he had to talk to my uncle, who was one of the leaders of the Mexican
Malapit-lapit
union
na.
they have up there. And
Hindi pa naman ako nakadala ng
Folsom prison. And so
umbrella. I don't know if I have umbrella right here.
So he,
Well, I'm just gonna run.
him and Michael Mann became friends.
Oh, I have tiny umbrella.
And Michael Mann kept calling me Gilbert.
Tiny
He said,
umbrella.
Danny, you know what? Do you mind if I call you Gilbert Trail in this movie? And in
Foldable.
the movie, my name is Gilbert Trail. And he did that for my uncle. I think that was the, I don't know, the homage to my uncle and the family. And everybody says that yeah, that was
Some tiny umbrellas inside sa bag.
it was beautiful.
Ready
I
to.
love Michael Mann.
And so you don't have any.
Yung bag ko puno. Iwan ko anong nilalagay ko sa bag ko.
What's the word for it? You know, we can have complicated
Daming laman. Tingnan mo ang
but for
laki.
Gilbert, that relationship is pure.
I have to
Malaki
say
pa
that
sa
it
akin.
was pure. For me,
Bag
it was
ko.
pure. And even though we almost went to blows one that I mean, he pulled a knife on me, but I knew that he was in his addiction, and I understand that addiction.
I wanna eat one time in the restaurant next to the river. This,
Oh, okay.
they said it's really, really good.
Who's that? Say that.
People whom I met in Pali show right here. He said it's really not. The food is good. Nobody there now. I don't know what time they're.
Well, I think a lot of people park there because their boat is parked down below, so nobody's going on their boat today.
But I think they also eat there.
Oh yeah,
After
but
they
they
do boating.
eat there when they before or after they come back from the boat, right?
Partly because of him, I wouldn't be where I am today.
We're talking to actor Danny Trejo about his new memoir, Trejo, My Life of Crime, Redemption, and Hollywood. We also want to hear from you. What questions do you have today? You can comment on our Facebook page.
I'm
tweet
not
us
sure
at
if they
1A,
still have.
or send us an
They're not
email
doing
at
the
1A
vaccine
at
anymore.
WAMU.org.
No, you said that they do it at the health center. They stop there.
Oh,
Describe it.
In their
Bridget
center.
got her
As you arrive
first
in.
shot here, but
yeah,
she had
it's
to go
supposed to be
get it.
out there.
San Quentin is the most right now place on earth that isn't a war zone. If you want to
Oh.
survive,
I think this fall we're gonna
That guy
have
got
to
off.
but to be
we're gonna have to get a
in one
booster
place this very moment.
booster with the regular flu shot, and then get a flu
Will
shot,
you live or will you die?
and that one might be together.
First thing you have to do when you
Yeah.
get locked up is make
Gotta
peace
get up.
with the right now. It will never be your friend, but you can't let it be your enemy, or you'll go insane. Sure, a certain level of insanity helps you survive, but you can't go too far. Right now is all we have, but the past surrounded us, a distraction and danger. San Quentin is haunted with the ghosts of everyone who has been shanked, beaten, or
Still have
strangled to
time.
death. Within
We're
its
already
walls,
in
the ghosts of every
Sheboygan.
man who ripped up a sheet,
Almost
wrapped
there.
it around his neck, and jumped
Maybe.
off the tier. The ghost of those cast in
Maybe
the execution
in
chamber.
3 minutes.
Women too. Not long before I got
3
there,
to 4
a
minutes.
woman who murdered her pregnant niece had been executed, along with her 2 male accomplices.
That audio excerpt is courtesy of Simon & Schuster. Danny, explain what you mean by the right now.
What it means is that everything is happening in your world right now. The Vietnam War isn't going on. The term "I've got your back" came from prison. It means when you're talking to an individual, you're talking to somebody, you're looking what's behind them, and they're looking at what's behind you. I got your back. Because you don't know whether somebody you can die because somebody didn't get a letter. You don't even know them. You can die because somebody's angry at their lover. You can die. It's like, I mean, we've seen people die. Well, for what? I don't know, that dude just went crazy. He started stabbing people. San Quentin prison is the biggest mental hospital there is. There are so many people in prison that could be taken care of in a hospital. There's
Now, a lot of people
autistic,
stays
there's
in a hotel.
bipolar,
Probably that.
there's
Because
schizophrenic.
you can only park
You're
here.
surrounded.
So
In
it's
this
a different
side.
kind of reality. At some point,
It's a big boat.
you realized that you were on a bit of a treadmill. You went to San Quentin, Soledad, Folsom. You learned the rules of how to conduct yourself in prison from your Uncle Gilbert. But when did you realize you needed to make a change? And actually,
a lot
I'm
of
not
people
hold
there.
that answer until after the break,
Oh,
because I
breakfast.
want to hear what you have to say. We're
People,
talking with actor Danny Trejo about his new book,
eating there
Trejo,
more
My Life
now
of
than it
Crime,
was when-
Redemption, and Hollywood. It's out now
Before.
in both English and Spanish. Fahim emailed, I first saw Danny Trejo in 1995's Desperado as the knife-throwing hitman hired to take out El Mariachi. His on-screen presence was electrifying and it put him on the map. Since then, I've seen him in countless movies and shows. Eventually, he needs to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We'll hear more from Danny Trejo and from you in just a moment. This is 1A.
Alright, we are here. McLaren. Dark and rainy. See how dark is the road.
But I always will.
Delivering his signature tough guy persona, Danny Trejo has become one of Hollywood's go-to badasses. But Danny's characters aren't far from his life before his acting career took off. Growing up, Danny was enmeshed in crime and struggled with substance use. For 12 years, he was in and out of the most notorious prisons in California. He's written about it in his new memoir, Trejo, My Life of Crime, Redemption, and Hollywood. And he's here with us now. Danny, thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love hearing your voice. I just love listening to your voice. I just need to say that as up front as a radio person. I love a good voice, and you've got a great one. In
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, we're in Washington, D.C.
Will you please say hello to President Biden for me? And that's not Biden, that's
Yeah, President Biden.
I'm sorry, I'm so confused. And
On hand in hand with love. Now, sometimes the game invites romantic love, but there's also the curious scoring system in which the word love means 0, 50 love, 30 love, and so on. Nobody knows where that
I need to get word to Dr. Zimmerman, find out for sure my prescription.